do realize that there's a lot of things going on today in our community, so we're just thankful that all of you have decided to take this time to come out to support, be an inspiration, and encourage this awesome young woman. We also know that many of you are here to represent your friends and your family as well. So we do thank you already for your purchases of the Blueprint for Women, and also we ask that you just think about others in your family, at your church, and get a copy. If not now today, please encourage them to go to Amazon.com or contact myself, contact Elder Luella Jackson, or anyone that's a part of Elizabeth's family. And we'll be more than happy to make sure that you get a copy in your hand, because I guarantee you, I'm in my second reading right now of this book. The first time I read it, I went through it rather not quickly, but I couldn't put it down. Let's just put it that way. I stayed up actually all night till about 4 o'clock in the morning after I received my copy, reading it because I didn't want to stop. I wanted to see what the end was going to be, and the end was just for me. It was just for me. It was my blueprint. It was my opportunity to take a real good look at myself and look at things that I may have needed to correct or needed to enhance more of. And the bottom line, God said to me, this is a Bible study. You need to use this book as a Bible study or for a book club. Because it's something that every one of us need to have in our hands. And honestly, the guys need to read it too. They really do. But I'm here to introduce our author, and I'm just happy that we're experiencing her first book, because greater is coming. Greater is coming. So we are all going to be your followers, and we're just thankful that you were able to come home to Toombs County to present this to us, to give us this opportunity to hug you, to love on you, to tell you congratulations, to encourage and to inspire you as well. Now, many of you know her from when she was younger, but she has developed into an awesome woman. Amen. Of course, her mom knows that. Of course, her auntie knows that, And when I was dealing with this introduction, God actually said to me this morning, can anything good come out of Toombs County and come out of McSwain? Yes. I said, yes, Lord. And then he laid upon my heart, how we say sometimes as a cliche that the fruit doesn't fall far from the tree. Well, we know that is true, because many of us have good fruit, and we've been fruitful, and we have multiplied. Some of us, many times, we have multiplied. The one thing about a seed, when it falls to the ground, when it falls to the ground, it has a seed inside. And when we weather the storm, when the tree weathers the storm, it stays stable normally, right? And the fruit may, scatter a few feet off. But eventually the seed ends up, Lord knows where, anywhere in the world, because we buy seeds, we plant flowers, we plant trees, we plant our vegetables, and that seed could end up anywhere. And the Lord just laid upon me, this is how Elizabeth has been. She's planted, she's rooted, she's grounded, she's a part of good fruit, absolutely. But the Lord has sent her to so many different areas, not just physically, but spiritually, have sent her on a journey that we're experiencing through her book and the books to come. Yeah, so I'm just excited about that. But as far as a formal introduction, I'm going to sit down and shut up. And I'm glad I have this guideline, because there's so much more I could say. But Elizabeth D. Wallace is a highly inspired author who is passionate about helping women discover the best version of themselves. Born in Ailey, Georgia on July 24, 1971, as Elizabeth D. Robinson. She graduated from Vidalia High School in May of 1989 and from the American Intercontinental University in Atlanta, Georgia, with a Bachelor of Arts in Human Resource Management in May of 2007. She remained at the American Intercontinental University to complete her Master's of Science degree in Operations Management in May of 2009. Prior to receiving Elizabeth's education, She worked at the U.S. Customs in Washington, D.C. from 1991 to 1995, holding various human resource positions. Elizabeth, desiring to be closer to her parents, relocated to Atlanta, Georgia as a customs inspector until 2001. After the birth of her youngest son, she decided to join the corporate world in the human resource arena, where she served as a professional human resource consultant and as a member of several networking groups. It was not long before she discovered her professional and personal interest was to motivate women to understand their purpose by recognizing their natural-born gifts and talents, that Elizabeth began to foster an inclusive and empowering environment in the workplace. She uses compassion and personal candor to inspire individuals to initiate purpose and to maximize their full potential. Elizabeth now resides in Atlanta, Georgia, with her loving husband, Lorenzo, a great supporter, and their 3 sons. Ladies and gentlemen, we introduce to some and to others our very own author of today, Elizabeth D. Wallace. Let's give her and God a hand clap of praise.
Wow, I'm not sure who she was speaking about. I was sitting there and I'm listening and I'm thinking, is that me? Is that all that me? You know, your life passes you by and you're kind of going through bits and pieces back into the past as she read. And I just want to say, I agree. God does plant seeds here and it furthers across the world. It goes international, comes back, but it always brings you back home. And because of that, I wanted to make sure the first book signing that I did was here. I've had offers to go other places, but I knew it could not happen and come to fruition until I started here. So with that, I want to just say, I know all of you guys, different areas of my life, and as I've seen you from a little girl to a grown woman, you've inspired me. And so because of your impact in my life, it came through in this book. So I want to say we all wrote the book, if you will. We're all authors because we don't know the influence and the empowerment that we inspire in others. But just living who we are, it comes forth in everything we do and say. So I want to say thank you. Thank you for inspiring me. Today, when we talk about the book or we have questions about the book, I want us to think about what we're going to go. What do we want to do after we leave today? After we leave this place, what do you want to see come to fruition in your life? Are you happy? Are you stagnant? Do you want to do a different career? You know, is there a business that you've been longing to do? I want you to think about that. And as you take that next step, let's talk about where we can go, how I can help you get there. Because as Ms. Carolyn said, you know, human resources is just a small bit of what I do in life. When I was a U.S. Customs Inspector, I met people from all over the world. And I take all the knowledge that I was taught and empower that with human resources, which is just what it is, human resources. And I have developed a plan on how to get to that next level, how to inspire change in others to get to the next level, how to discern your talents so that you can get to that next level. And so my purpose today is to kind of help you guys do that. If you want any direction, any counsel, and wise counsel, please let me know because I am here for you. So with that being said, thank you guys for buying the book. If there's anything you want to talk about, just come up and let's start having that discussion.